All right. So, Andrea, hi. So, your parents were born in Mexico, so they're immigrants here, and then you were born here.
Yep.
So, you are part of the second generation of Latinos. So,
Yes.
what are some challenges you think that second generation Latinos still face, or any personal experiences or anything with your family?
Okay. Yeah. I think there's a lot of challenges that come along with second generation Latinos. One of them would be probably like my parents didn't speak English, and at school I didn't speak English till probably like fifth or fourth grade.
Oh,
So
wow.
I had to do ESL to help me do my homework or like catch up on like learning English.
Yeah, so the ESL program, that stands for...
English as a second language.
Okay, so were they more focused on just teaching you English? They help with your homework too?
They were
like
more
teaching.
focused on teaching you English. So like
Okay.
days of the week, something very simple, like how to read, like something you probably would learn in like first grade, but you're in fourth grade still doing it.
Oh, okay.
Just like you're just breaking it down a little more.
Would you still go to the regular classroom too, and then also
It was half days,
half
so
days?
you would go half your day like to regular school because you'd have to still keep up with their stuff, and then the other half you'd go to ESL for a little bit. Yeah, and
Okay.
depending on that.
Was it frustrating sometimes, like being in class, like especially just like back with like the regular classroom where like most of the kids probably spoke pretty good English? Was it frustrating for you ever? Do you remember?
Yes, it was. But the thing is, I went to a school that was mostly like Hispanic people,
Okay.
so Latinos, and so actually, me and my friends would talk in Spanish.
Okay.
So, but I mean, the other half of the class obviously didn't speak Spanish,
Yeah.
so that's when it would get frustrating. And the teacher, she would know a little bit of Spanish just because of so many Hispanic people in the classroom.
Yeah.
She'd have to like learn basic words, but for the most part, she didn't really know Spanish.
Okay. But having other students in the same boat
and
kind of helped you not feel so alone.
half of them also did go to the ESL, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That was nice. So also with school, now are you in college now?
Yes.
Okay. So are you the first one of your family to go to college?
Yeah, I am. I am the first one.
And so you're the oldest of your family. So tell me a little bit about like that experience. Like, was there challenges like, in high school, like knowing, am I going to even go to college, or do I just need to start working, or how do I even go about it,
Yeah, it was difficult, especially trying to like knowing what colleges to go to, like am I going to go to college, like all that stuff, since I had no one guiding me.
Right.
There were little programs at school that you could have asked for help, but like that was like during after school, and maybe I was working and like stuff like that, so I really didn't have anybody to guide me, so I was kind of doing it on my own, so it was really hard to do and manage with like ACT prep and all that stuff. I don't feel like our school did that very well. But yeah, so it was hard. I know like my sisters now, like they have it a lot easier because they can come and ask me questions.
Yeah, that's
and stuff.
true.
Yeah, if they need help with that.
But yeah,
and I know where to find the information or where they can go to for help.
Yeah. But I mean, that's another challenge for you since you're the oldest. I mean, really, like, you've kind of had to navigate your own way through a lot of, like, especially the school system. And you're right, they need more programs to help prepare kids. Especially, kids whose parents didn't go to college, so it's like how are they supposed to know exactly?
They don't
talk
know
about it here and there, but they really need to focus on that and focus on the groups of kids that really, really need it.
Yeah.
And, because other kids have their parents or other people to help them.
Yeah.
So.
And I was struggling at school at first for a while, but I'm doing great now.
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Found some help.
Good. So, let's see. Okay. So what kind of challenges would you say you've faced, or with like your culture, like like your culture at home with your family, and then like the culture, I guess, as a whole in the United States, or like your culture at school? with other people, like how you dealt with having like two different kind of cultures going on.
Yeah, it was hard because a lot of the kids were doing like different things that my family would be used to doing. So like we would have like quinces or something. That's like when a woman becomes 15 or a girl becomes 15, she becomes a woman. So we had that. And like other people, like they became teenagers at 13.
Yeah.
The American culture considers you a teen at 13. So people who were 13 could do things before that I couldn't do until I was 15.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I
like
didn't realize that.
some people are like, "Oh, you can start dating at 13." So like some of my friends, but I wasn't allowed to date until
That's
I was
not
15.
how your culture
yeah,
at home was.
exactly. So it was weird, and like I always felt like I was like out of it, like not in the group, because I couldn't experience things that they could, or I would act like, "Oh, like yeah, I can do it," but I really couldn't. You know?
Right. You wanted to fit in.
Yep.
But you also probably wanted to like maintain your culture at home too, like, and that's your family.
Yeah. And I didn't want to be weird. But yeah, my culture was different at home.
How would you say like that has changed like until now, like now that you're almost 21 years old, like have you like grown a lot with like figuring out like who you are as like a Latino, like a second generation Latino, especially like keeping your culture like with your family, and kind of like you feel like you've adapted more to like American culture and kind of like, you know, grown, or are there still challenges?
I definitely have grown, and I think I do more of adapted more to an American culture because this is where I do live. But I do like have aspects of my culture or traditions, like little traditions that I still like incorporate into my life. So like I still believe like even though like you're 13, I don't think you're a teenager. I think you have to wait until you're 15, and that's how it's gonna go with my kids too. So like I think I'm still gonna go based on like an American culture, but I'll have little aspects of keep the traditions going and everything. I don't think I face challenges anymore because I'm 21, so like I know like what I want to do, like how I want to do things. Like I've grown as a person, so I know where to find help, like if I need it.
Yeah.
So like, but I do believe like they need more programs for kids that are younger. So there's more kids that go to school and like stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like growing up was the hardest.
Yeah.
Figuring it all out, but now that you've figured out, and also too, how has like figuring out your identity and like who you are like helped you to like, you know, kind of like understand like other people that are like different from you, or like people that have different cultures or come from like different countries? Do you think that has helped you like understand them better and like trying to adapt to, or like immigrants coming here? Do you think you like can understand that better now?
Yeah, I do, like from different countries, not just like Hispanic based,
right?
But like from different countries, I can definitely understand it because I'm sure they like also face the same challenges that we do. Just they're not maybe as like known about, you know, because everyone's just like our population is more based on Hispanics and Latinos and all this stuff, but there are other countries and stuff. So I also do think that they need to be aware about all the other places that people are coming from and stuff. But yeah, I do like sympathize with them because I understand like the problems they might have or might be going through while growing up or like right now or stuff. Especially like with my family, like not all of them have like papers, so they're not citizens. So like it gets hard like if they get deported back to Mexico, so that's hard also about even like when I'm growing up, like that's still going to be a problem.
It's a, I mean, that's a big issue right now too. And it's like, you know, here in the United States, it's like we all came from immigrants, you know, so it's like we're a mixed culture here. And I think coming from just being like second generation, I think maybe like you see that more, how this really is like a mixed culture and you can like identify with like other people too.
Exactly, yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.